Okay, so when you do this page, we're going to be talking about the subject and the verb agreeing in a sentence. So the subject of the sentence is usually the noun. It is the thing that does the action, right? So let's just read from the top, and I'll explain. Rodents grow. I can't see well. Grow things with their strong, sharp teeth. That squirrel grows nuts with its strong, sharp teeth. Okay, so I'm going to show you the easiest way to show subject to do this correctly. To show that the subject and the verb agree. That means that if a singular, which means one, and a plural that means more than one, a singular noun has to have a singular verb, and a plural noun has to have a plural verb. But the easiest way to remember this is that if the noun has an S, then the verb cannot have an S. If the noun doesn't have an S, then the verb has an S. And I'll show you how to understand that. It says the simple subject in each sentence above is printed in bold type. Circle the simple subject that tells about one thing. So what's one thing? Rodents or squirrel? A squirrel is only one, right? Rodents are more than one because it has an S. So you should circle the word squirrel. And then draw a box around the simple subject that tells about more than one thing. So make a box around the word rodent. It says the verb in each sentence is underlined. Draw a star above the verb that ends with an S. So which one ends with an S? Gnaws. Gnaws is like to bite, little bites, like to take little bites out of something. And squirrels do that. They gnaw things. Okay. So in the box below it says the subject and its verb must agree. Add S or ES to a verb in the present tense when the subject is a singular noun, or he, she, or it. Do not add an S or ES to a verb in the present tense when the subject is a plural noun, or I, you, we, or they. Okay, so let's look at number 1. It says, squirrels gnaw or gnaws nuts. Okay, so you see how there's an S on the word squirrels? So then your answer, either gnaw or gnaws, cannot have an S. If one has an S, the subject has an S, then the plural should not. So, because a plural, a singular noun, a singular verb has an S. A singular verb has an S. So squirrels gnaw. You don't want to have squirrels gnaws, because that would be, remember, you have the S on the verb. You can't have an S on the verb and the noun. So if the noun has an S, then the answer is the one without the S. A squirrel gather or gathers. Well, this one, squirrel, does not have an S, so the answer should have an S. A squirrel gathers nuts in the fall. Okay, that rodent store or stores the nuts for later. It's one rodent, so it doesn't have an S, so your answer should have an S. Okay, so try to do the rest on your own, and let's go to the next page. Let's see if I can get to the next page. Let's see. Yep. Okay, so on this page, it says, read each sentence and the verb forms. Write the correct form. Okay, do the same thing I explained. If it has an S, then your verb should not have an S. So pick the one that is correct. And then at the bottom, do those with all of these. And then it says, write a sentence about a squirrel. Remember to begin the sentence with an uppercase letter and end the sentence with a punctuation mark. So that should be pretty easy. Just remember, if the thing doing the action or the noun doing the action has an S on it, then your verb should not have an S. Okay? All right.